What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Show. This is interview 597 interviews I've done. Give the special guest from Arizona to Boston 617 a second to get on here, and we will start the Iccy Show. If you want to be a guest, I'm booking to the end of November. My interviews are $50. So inbox your girl, and I'll let you know the dates I have available. We are not just local, we are internationally. So we're going to wait for Pretty Jones to get on here. Shout out to Legal Mob Entertainment. Shout out to Free Prince. Shout out to Rose Stacks, my artists in the team. Salute, definitely. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary. My condolences to anyone who has lost anyone. What's going on the Saturday evening? I hope everyone's having a peaceful evening. And we need more peace around the world, more love, definitely. God bless our world for peace, definitely. Amen to that. So I'll just give you a little update while we're waiting for this queen to get on here. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so all your fighters, to all the fighters, keep on fighting. Don't let nobody stop you. Also, anyone that is, still struggling, don't give up. Never give up. Ever. Domestic awareness is also October, so anyone that's in a domestic violence relationship, it's okay to get out. Always know it's better to get out than not, because you never know if you'll make it or not. Let me see. So just waiting for her to get on here. Just give her a couple of minutes. I know we're running a little behind, but it's okay. Good luck to everyone that is on the award show or is up for an award. Don't give up. Get that award tonight. All right, I just accepted you, Queen. Here we go. Hey,
there we go.
Queen.
Okay.
This is
Hey, how you doing?
good. How you doing? This is Pretty Jones. Interview 597 interviews I've done in 5 years. Salute to you, Queen. Welcome to the Iccy Show. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm sorry I'm a little late, girl. I thought I had a few more hours to prepare, but that's all right because I'm here.
It's okay. I apologize about that.
Good.
What time is it your time now?
It's 3:49.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was at 6 our time.
Oh, okay.
But
well, at least we got you, and that's all that accounts. So how you been today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So, for the people that don't know of you, I shout out to your mom putting this interview together, Legal Mob Entertainment, Miss BK. If you guys don't know who she is, do your research. Artists, get on her radio station. This queen right here has some fire music. I heard her mom playing it, and I had to get her on the Iccy Show, and that's where we are today. So I appreciate you taking the time coming on here.
You already know.
So what made you start to get into the music industry?
Well, my pops, C Alpha, he's been doing music, and my mom's, they've been in the music industry all my life since I was young, you know what I mean? And then how I started to rap was I was actually, in a trap house, you know what I mean? And I had all the equipment there, had a couple homies there, you know what I mean? And they was getting down, and then I was like, well, let me try it, And I tried it, and I killed it.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yep.
Did you ever see yourself being in the music industry when you were a little girl?
No. Even now, I'm not even really trying to break into the industry. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it for that. I'm just doing it, because it's therapeutic for me, and some people love it. So I do it for the people who love it. You know what I mean? I'm not really trying to push for the industry right now.
Okay. But you are dope enough to be in the industry like that. So don't ever think you're not.
No, I'm not. I mean, I know I am. I'm not thinking I'm not. I know I'm very great, humbly speaking, what I mean? But I'm a very shy person. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know that. I do all that in my raps and stuff, but I'm very shy in person. So all that attention, I don't know if I want all that.
What about doing some features with anybody? Who would you do a feature with if you could pick one person? It could be in the
Hold
industry
on
or not.
one second. Okay. If I could do a feature with somebody, I would definitely want to do a feature with Jadakiss. You know,
Good
that's
choice.
one of my faves. Uh, you know, DMX, rest in peace. Unfortunately, he's not here with us, but those are just a couple.
Definitely, definitely. When you were growing up, who did you listen to when you were growing up?
Lil Wayne,
Okay, okay. That's
yeah,
dope.
my
A lot of people,
father, a lot of my father too. See Alpha, he's good
yes, yes,
grades.
definitely, definitely. If you could have a manager, who would you pick?
Um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know, I'm looking at moms. You know what I mean? I'm looking at moms.
Mom's a good
If I
person.
would.
You're in good hands with mom.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, have you ever performed anywhere?
Yes, I perform locally. I perform
And how was the reaction?
Saddlehorn, um, Silverado.
Nice.
Um, that's pretty much it. The little
That's
underground spot, and I think it's like 10P. Little spot right there.
what is your favorite song to perform?
No Hook.
Okay.
Yep, that's my favorite. No Hook. But right now my favorite song is Long Story Short.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I put a lot
And
into that.
do you feel like that's your hardest music when you wrote that?
Not the hardest, but the most heartfelt. That was like some real emotions, when some real things, some real rap when I did that. You know what I mean? I actually put a lot into it because like you know, I lost my homie, and then I lost my son. I lost, you know, the song. Just this real. That
Right.
really happened.
My condolences, definitely. I know how it is to lose. I lost a daughter, so I know how it is.
Yep,
My
but God is good. So
yes, amen, definitely. Miss BK's on here. Shout out to your mom, Miss BK.
absolutely.
Salute. Where would you like to see yourself in the next year in this industry? Would you like to be a ghostwriter, or would you like to see
Absolutely.
yourself?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was gonna mention. I would like to ghostwrite. You know what I mean? Be behind the scenes. You know, because
Yes.
I have good penmanship. But for myself, because I'm doing little things here and there. You know what I mean? I would like to have least at least 20 music videos out within the next.
By next year.
Yep.
Okay. That's
Not
awesome.
no, not by next year. Next year.
Okay. Okay. So 2024.
Yeah, because right now I'm doing a lot of writing. Right now I'm doing a lot of writing.
Okay. Okay. If someone wanted to get in touch with you, for you to be a ghostwriter, where can they find you to get that information?
You can get in contact with me through Instagram at Pretty Jones BOA. You know what I mean? Pretty Jones PRETTYJONES BOA, or Pretty Jones Homes HOLMES at gmail.com.
Awesome. Awesome. How about a clothing line? Have you thought about coming out with your own clothing line?
Nah, nah,
Not
not
yet.
at all. Nah.
What about like cosmetics or anything like that? Have you ever thought of,
No, I mean,
in your
I can do a lot of other things. Like I tapped into candle making. You know what I
oh
mean?
nice.
Yeah, I tapped into that. I like painting and stuff like that, but that's about it.
Now, how did the candle making go? Did you ever think of coming, making your own brand, your own scent that everyone would be like, that's her scent. I
Well,
know
you
it.
know what? I have, but like not for the world. You know what I mean? Like I just do it little things for like the people around me. You know,
Yes.
I'm not thinking too big like that right now.
That might be something to come out with, because you know what you could do is you can make the scent as one of your songs names on the label, and have your signature on it, with your logo or whatever, but make it musical so it could be musical
Right.
scents. The
Incorporate
thought of
it.
it, yeah. Candles
Mhm.
are awesome. I love candles, and I feel like, it's a soothing, um, when you want to meditate or any peace and quiet and rejuvenate. I feel like a candle really works, and people
Mhm.
don't understand that unless you're really into focusing and, clearing your mind and things. And
Yeah,
what kind of
aromatherapy is real.
right? True.
Aromatherapy is real. You be angry and then you smell something like, oh, wow. Change your mood. It smells really good in here. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
yeah, you're absolutely right.
What kind of scents did you come out with when you made them?
Cherry strawberry shortcake. It was a lot of fruits. You know what I mean? Fruit smells. My kids help me out a lot with that. I try to like do things that me and my kids can do as well, and candle making was one of them. Tie dye
That's
things, but that's just hobbies. That's nothing I'm trying to do nothing with.
if you could pick one thing that actually would complete your world, what would it be?
If I had a son, I would complete
Okay.
my world. If I had a son, I know that probably seems, I don't know. That's my answer.
I like that. That's awesome. Honestly, because they say mommy is boy. So yes, definitely. Um
Trying to get this right. I'm so sorry. I was not even prepared like I
it's
wanted to be, but that's all right. Okay, there we go.
you, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel about the younger generation, with their music coming out, and their actions on, with music? Do you think that we can make a difference by making it more positive than negative for them?
Absolutely, yes, I do. You gotta have some sort of influence. You know what I mean? Like when people hear me, they want to listen to me. I'll reel them in with some rah rah stuff, and then once they get reeled in, then I talk about some real things. So, but they already got reeled in. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's how I do it. They got to look at something and want to be like them. They looking at gangsters and thugs, so that's who they want to be like. Unfortunately.
Yes, yes, definitely. Wow, that it's true. It's definitely true. And when I was growing up, I'm a 70s baby. You're always listening to your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles with their music, what they're playing. And it's totally different now what is out there with the drill music. How do you feel about the drill music?
I mean, it's okay, but I can't. I don't get into all that. You know what I mean? Like I can't. Me personally, I can't. It's too much. It's all over the place. I still listen to oldies. You know what I mean? I heard someone say, if you make music that people can relate to, your music will be timeless. You know what I
Right.
mean? So that's what I try to do. Try to
Definitely.
make stuff people can relate to.
Yes, and that's awesome because someone's always going through some trauma, or either drama or trauma, or like I say, it's not negative, but people do go through things that they have no control of their life or what is put in their life.
Right.
I, and to make a positive note, you got to switch that negative to the positive. That's what I always tell people. No matter what you're going through, you really just got to switch it. And people like, oh, that's easier said than done. But best believe I've been through hell and hell water, and you got to learn how to take the negative to swipe it down and push it to the side like a cutting block. That's what I tell people: chop and chop it, chop it until it's clear for you to go through the path. What is
Yep.
the best? What is the best advice you've been given during your career or through life that you could pass it on to someone that may be going through something?
The best that I've been given. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself. You know what I mean? When you're rapping, dare to be different. You know, because it's a lot of people that kind of sound the same, or it's a lot of
Yes.
people who rap but they can't rhyme. You know,
Mhm.
or it's a lot of, you know what I mean? It's just be yourself. That's
Yeah,
be yourself. You know what I mean? Try to be original.
definitely, definitely. Would you ever like to do a tour, local or internationally?
Um, I mean, sure. If that opportunity came about, I
Okay.
wouldn't turn it down.
All right, so anyone that can make that happen, make it happen for real. This woman, I can vouch for her music. You know me, I'm picky when it comes to music, but this queen right here definitely deserves opportunity. I feel it. I feel like your music is strong. I feel like I could
Yeah.
relate to a lot of it. I feel it from the soul where you're supposed to feel music. If you're really into music, and I definitely can feel it. That's why I was like, I kept inboxing your mom. I kept saying, I need to interview her. I need to get her on the Iccy Show. She's fire. She's
Thank
fire.
you.
Oh my God. And then when I hear another one, I'm like, oh, I need, you ever see yourself coming to Boston?
I would love to. I would love to. I mean, the only thing about it is I'm kind of afraid of heights. So it's the
Me
flying
too.
thing. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to knock myself out, get on a plane, and wake up there. You feel me?
Definitely, definitely. I know
Nah,
how you
but
feel.
I
Definitely.
wouldn't
I
mind.
always get a prescription before I get on that plane. I don't know. I'm afraid of flight. I'm afraid of heights. So flights, oh, they always get me. I'm like, knock me out. Wake me up when I get there, please.
Nah, I wouldn't mind. Opportunities come once in a lifetime. I'll catch
Definitely.
that plane.
Definitely. So, anything that I hear, they're always looking for females more than males that I've noticed in this industry, especially for ghostwriting or an artist to get a feature on. So he's saying, "What? Let's work." Oh, young Sean, he's on here. Peace, peace. He said, "Let's work. Link up." He's an artist.
Okay,
He's down in I want to say Louisiana or Texas.
okay,
Don't hold my.
bet. Hit the Instagram. Hit me on the gram at Pretty Jones, BOA.
You heard that, young Sean? Hit her up. Definitely hit her up. Her music's fire. And you're on TikTok.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
often
that's
do you
my
do
other
TikTok?
side. That's my funny
Yes.
side. I'm a woman of many hats. Yeah.
What do you think about TikTok? Do you think that it should be an age bracket on there, or do you think it's appropriate for all ages?
Yeah, they should have a little more restrictions. Um, in my opinion, because sometimes you scroll, you never know what you're gonna see. So
Yes. The
yes.
reason I asked you that is because I had to delete my godson TikTok. He's 4 years old and he was watching stuff and I'm like, he's clicking on things and copying things. I'm like, nope. And his mom asked me to get rid of it out of his tablet. I got rid of it because it's true, it should have restrictions, especially, everything is on there. And a 4-year-old that's watching an adult do something silly, they're gonna think it's okay to do it and they're gonna try to copy it and it's not okay.
Right.
So I totally agree. I really feel like TikTok should have restrictions on the age. Some things are appropriate, some aren't, but people like a 4 or 5 or under 10 will believe everything they see on TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much think and a lot of things are inappropriate. You know what I mean? So my kids, they don't do no electronics. I'm old school. No
Yes,
electronics. Go play outside. Don't
yes,
watch kids play on YouTube. We're not doing that. You know what I
yes.
mean?
That's awesome. That's how I am. My daughter didn't have her first phone until she was 15. She almost wanted to kill me, but you have to be restriction on these kids, even though it's the new generation, everybody says. But we got to have control of them because if we don't have
Right.
control, they're just watching everything like you say on
Mm-hmm.
on technology.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He said Louisiana in the building, but in Texas. Okay,
Bet. Bet. Yeah. Tap in. Tap in on
definitely.
the.
Definitely, definitely. Now, how many songs do you think you have approximately out there?
Let's see. So we got No Hook. We got Gang Signs. I have, including features or just of mine.
All together with features.
With features, I'm just gonna guess. Probably about 20. Probably about
That's good. That's good.
And it might be more than that, but probably about 20. Because me and bro, we did a lot of songs together. We did a few music videos as well, but yeah, probably like 20.
I need to get him on here. We got to reschedule his appointment. We got to
Oh
get
yeah.
him.
I'm talking about my other bro though. You talking about Riches? You talking about
Yeah.
King? Yeah,
Yes.
I'm talking about TB Slim. You gotta
Oh,
get him on there though for sure. You gotta get TB Slim on there though. You gotta
yes.
listen with him. But yes,
Who was the best feature to have on the stage with you when you got to perform?
Riches, King,
He
King.
gets it going, right?
Huh?
They get him going, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Get the
yeah.
stage.
We tore it up. We tore it up. Yeah, I think we might have footage of that actually. Yeah,
Okay.
I had a good time. That was
All
good.
right. Cool, cool. If you can tag me in that, definitely I'll share it to the public.
Oh,
That's
you
not a
know
problem.
what? No, no. I'm gonna add to that. It's two people. My boy Tycoon, because he was lit too. He was like my little hype man. Rest in peace. But so two people.
Okay, okay, definitely. It's always great memories when you have a good hype man or feature, someone that's
Yeah,
gonna get you going, right?
yeah, and fill in the words because
Yes, yes,
you gotta watch your breathing. It's
definitely,
all about your breathing.
definitely.
Real-
Especially, I always tell artists, get in in your room of your comfort zone, and get the song playing that you're going to be performing, but pretend you have something or get a mic and have it because you're going to always want to keep your hand up. A lot of people don't realize, artists, when they're holding that mic, it gets tiring,
Mhm.
and they're switching and, they lose focus. And I'm telling them, always practice in your house where you can move
Yes.
around, run around,
Mm-hmm.
get that energy out just as you would on the stage because that's where your air and your breathing has to have the control, especially because the mic, you don't want breathing
Okay.
all in it and you're hearing a huge puff coming on there and everyone's like, what is that? What's going on?
Right.
Across the speakers.
Yep. Yep. I be hiking and reciting my raps. You feel me? So I be just moving and grooving. You know what I mean? Trying to
Definitely.
get that breathing right. You gotta get that breathing right, especially when you spitting like me. You gotta have your breathing right.
Yes, yes, definitely. If you could perform anywhere around the world, one location, Madison Garden or anywhere, TD Bank, where would it be?
I don't.
Even
Mm.
the Super Bowl. The Super
That's
Bowl
what I was
happens.
just about to say. The Super Bowl. Just gonna say the Super Bowl, because all eyes be on you. You feel me? All eyes be on you. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that.
That's a good choice. You're the first person out of all the interviews I've done. You're the very first person that ever said, do the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
And
because I
that's
was thinking, I'm like, where would I get the most people to watch me? That's what I was trying to think. And yeah, the Super Bowl. Yep.
good choice. Definitely good choice. I like that because I would think of the Super Bowl, but not every people. A lot of people, 90% pick Madison Garden in New
That's
York.
cool though. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's cool too. I was just thinking a little bigger.
Yeah. Definitely. I like the Super Bowl answer. Definitely. If you could go to do the schools and be a mentor to the children and do a performance, would you do something like that?
Um, yeah, I would do something like that. I would just have to clean up my raps a little bit. I would have to see what we're talking about. Because I could really put together words in a way where I could like rap about anything. You know what I mean? So yeah, that would be cool. That would be inspiring.
What about doing like a nursery rhyme or something for the children? Have you ever thought of that?
Nah, I never thought of that. Nah.
That might be something, you I feel it that your music could be an impact for the younger generation. So I feel, something dedicated to them or a little bit more for them. I feel like,
Yeah, I
your
got
voice might be
definitely got to clean it up because my daughters be telling they be trying to recite my stuff. They be trying and they be having to stop. And they be like, "Mom, you got to clean it up because we be ready to rap and we can't really." So yeah, I've been in the back of my mind too. I'm like, I got to clean this up a little bit.
definitely, definitely. Have you ever thought about getting your children on one of your songs with
Um,
you in the background?
No, but they've gotten on their own songs. Yeah, they're not that they're still shy. You know what I mean? So they try to do their own thing, but they don't do it when I'm around. You know, they do it with their dad. So
Oh,
I haven't. They don't really because their father rapped too. You know, we're just a musical family, whole family in music. So
that's nice. I love that. I really love that.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. But
Especially, you know,
go
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I was saying in the future though, when they get a little older, I could definitely see it. You know, they're still in their shell right now.
Definitely. I remember one, I don't know if it's your daughter or it's one of the babies, a daughter of your granddaughter of your mom's,
Mm-hmm.
said, I love the Iccy Show or something like that. I'll never forget. It was
That
like a
was
year ago, 2 years
that
ago.
was my little baby.
Oh, she's so adorable. Her chubby cheeks. I
Thank
just wanted to squeeze
you.
them. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. God bless.
Thank
And when
you.
you hear the little voice, she reminds me of a Cabbage Patch doll. Do you
I
remember
know
those?
that's what everybody says.
With
Cause
the
they
eyes and the face. Oh my gosh, she's beautiful.
thank
She could
you.
be a baby model. Definitely.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Definitely. What did he say? I'm trying to keep up. Oh,
Okay.
he said pickups queens. That's Don.
Don Figure. Salute Don
Yes,
Figure, man.
he's a
Shout
good
out to
person.
Don
Definitely
Figure out
much
there.
respect.
Let me see. Oh, we got a few comments. Okay. I didn't even see. Shout out to Zayna. Z is real.
Now, like if you were to go do music outside of the country, where would you like to hit first?
Africa.
Smart. Homeland.
No brainer.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely, definitely. And let them know all your social medias, where they can find you, and any shout out you would like to give to anybody.
Okay. First of all, shout out Miss BK. You know what I mean? For putting this thing together. Shout out you for everything you're doing for the community. Shout out my husband. Shout out S. Dot. You feel me? Shout out TV Slim the Boogeyman. Shout out Keem Richards, the whole camp, Legal Mob Entertainment. And you can find me at Pretty Jones, PrettyJonesBoa. You know what I mean? That's anywhere, everywhere. It's Pretty Jones on TikTok, YouTube, Pretty Jones BOA. That's where you can find me. Tap in with me.
Def-
Spotify, what's that? Apple Music, all that with that.
Definitely, definitely. Now that I know your music is on there, now I can stop playing your music on my daily um uh events on Facebook. I always pick artists. Every day I change it up, and I'll always pick a artist on there, and I'll play their music on one of the pictures that I put up. So I'll definitely add you to that now that I know that you're on there.
Okay, bet. I'm about to be adding some more to it too. I have two songs on there right now because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to buy all my beats. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to use nobody else's beats, and I'm very particular with my beats. So right now I only have two, but I
Okay.
got three other ones I'm working on. I'm gonna shoot on there too. So be on the
Thank you, Queen.
lookout.
Definitely. Who is the producer you would love to work with? Do you like to stick with one producer, or do you like to have different ones?
Well, right now I'm working with one, but I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind, a few other producers. I'm not too picky. You know, if you could do the job, you know what I mean. I'm willing to work with you.
All right, so all you producers tune in and make sure you link with this artist right here, Pretty Jones from Arizona. She's awesome, amazing woman right here,
Yeah.
very strong. Um, Now another question: what about an album coming out for you?
Album, I was pushing for January. I was pushing for January, but it
Okay,
might it might be February. So
okay.
look out for that.
All right, so 2024, Pretty Jones music is gonna be coming out. So stay tuned in January, February around that time. So just keep on following her, go request her, support her with her music. If you could get her an interview, a feature, a show, make sure you get her on there. This is woman power. And it's the month of October is domestic violence. If someone is going through a domestic violence, what could you give them? some advice as a woman to another woman?
Get away. You're strong. Find some help, find some support, tell somebody, do not hide it. You know,
Yes.
it's not love. If you're whoever it is, men, women, get away. That's
Yes.
my advice. And don't look back. And you are strong enough to do that, and you are worth it, and you matter. That's what I have to say.
Definitely, definitely. I love that woman strong power to another woman, because it's domestic violence is such an increase right now, on a rise, and suicide awareness is on a rise,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like people need to know more, about what's going on, instead of like hiding it, but
Right.
always have a coach right there, or someone that's been through it, to talk about it, to get it out there. So, they might feel more comfortable coming to you or myself, that is a different woman, instead of going to authorities or something like that. Because a lot of people, they call them a snitch if they go to get help.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell women or men that are getting abused, it's okay to get help. You're not a snitch. You're looking out for you. If you don't look out for yourself, then you're not going to survive this, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
turmoil right now. Yeah, I had to jump out of a moving car before to be here right now, from an old boyfriend that was beating the crap out of me, like
Mm-hmm.
almost ran me over and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sorry to hear
um
that. Wow.
yeah, so it's crazy, but I'm here to talk about it. And it's like, um God is good, and I tell everyone that survived these last couple of years, you're here for a reason, and if it's to be a voice, or a listener, or to teach someone, that's what you got to do. Everybody is to teach something around the world. We're all learning something every single day. We're not all 100% smart like that. No one is perfect like that. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
we just got to come together, unite, more peace, more love around the world. That's what I always keep on telling everyone.
Yes, spread love. That's my favorite. Be confident. Be a leader. Spread love. Be compassionate. I live by that.
Yes, yes, I love it. That's what I'm always the same thing. And that's why I thought about you, too, becoming with your own slogans on t-shirts, with about love and things like that. I could see you coming out with something like that every day, changing up, or monthly, changing up a saying on t-shirts, to just push it every month.
Mhm.
One saying that sticks with you, that you could pass it to someone else. That
Positive quotes.
yes,
Mhm.
yes, I love it. Is there anything else you would like to bring up, Pretty Jones from Arizona, right here?
No, just everybody tap in with me, follow, support. I'm different from the rest. That's all I have to say. I'm 100% raw. I'm real. I'm willing to work with anybody. Let's work. Let's do some business. Let's spit some real rap. If you're a real rapper, public service announcement. If you're a real rapper, please
Yes,
tap in. I'm looking for you. If you can
yes.
really rap, and you're a female, I want you to be a female though, because I want females that could really rap and be on the same stuff that I be on. Let's make some music. Let's go hard.
That Yes, that would be awesome to have like a mixtape of women from all around the world, and coming on a mixtape with a big DJ hosting that.
Oh, that
What?
would be dope.
That
That would
would
be
be
dope.
that would be killing it. So any DJs out there that can make it happen, make sure you get Pretty Jones on there. I'm telling you, she's one of the realest out there. I can
Yeah.
see her being one of the little Kims, or Remy Ma. I can see you being one like that. Definitely,
Really do.
100%.
Thank you. Thank
Definitely.
you.
You're very welcome. Definitely to you, Queen. Keep on going. To let nothing stop you. Always, keep on going with the positive quotes. And what about battle rap? Have you ever thought of battle rap?
I thought about it. I even wrote, I wrote to battle rap just in case. Because you never
Okay.
know. Look, you never know. You gotta
Yes,
be ready.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
definitely. I'm ready.
I thought about it. Somebody asked me too, like, man, you should really battle rap. I'm like, let me see if I could let me see if I could really be me and battle rap and be funny and have some punchlines too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I ain't ducking nothing though.
I, I know. I feel it. I feel like you could do battle rap because you're so strong-minded in your music. I feel like that you'll come raw like a beast. So I definitely could see that happening with you. So anyone that's looking for a female battle rap, right here, I'm telling you, this queen is
Yeah,
all one.
it's like I'm like this, right? But then when I rap, it's like something else take over me. It's just I be like a whole different person, and I
But that's
love
your
it.
soul.
I don't know.
That's your soul.
It's the
That comes
passion.
out.
It's the passion
Yeah,
in
yeah,
it.
definitely, definitely. What about becoming an actress? Have you ever thought of that?
Of course, I'm funny. I could act. I can do all type of stuff. You know, that was the first thing. That's what my family thought I was gonna be. They thought I was gonna be acting out there, but surprise.
Wow. I would like to see your mom come out with a documentary and have all the children that are in the music come in it, be in it, you know. I really feel that would be a great documentary with Legal Mob Entertainment, you know, where Miss BK started and then where you started and with your dad in it, have a big big documentary. I feel it would really impact a lot of people because you hear families that are in the industry, but it's not like the mom, the dad, the daughter, like the whole triangle.
Right.
And you never really see that, but that's dope to have that happen and to talk about it and have you guys all be in a movie. I feel that would be incredible, definitely incredible.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty dope too. If you're watching, Miss BK, aka Mom, you hear what she's
Definitely.
saying. Put it together.
Yes, Miss BK, I'll definitely come help you with that. Definitely, you know me. I'll have to fly up for that one. To be a part of. I would love that. That would be awesome. Especially, your mom's a wonderful lady. I've known her, I want to say 4 years now. 4 years. So
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
4 years. Cause yeah, wow, 4 years goes like this, like
Oh, it'd be
crazy. Wow, Miss BK, time flies. She said,
absolutely.
let's do it.
I know
Miss BK.
that's right. She's always down for the fun.
Yes. I love how she had the Legal Mob lights coming on the car
Oh yeah,
on the bottom.
yeah.
Fire.
She was.
That was fire. When I seen it, I'm like, what? I
I know
inboxed
she
her
told me
immediately.
too. I'm like, look, let me get some.
I definitely, if I had a vehicle, I would definitely put that on there. It's all about your brands, and I love that. Being a female, your mom is a go-getter. Salute to your mom, a real queen right there. And she never stops, and she actually helped me when I had I lost my brother. Your mom, I cried a couple of times to your mom, and you know she could relate to how I was feeling. And I thank your mom for that. Definitely a great woman.
I'm glad she could be
Yeah,
there. That's
Mama
awesome.
Bear. I call her Mama Bear. So this is Pretty Jones here from Arizona to Boston 617. Interview 597 interviews. If you want to interview feature with her, make sure you get a feature with her and contact her. Follow her on TikTok. She's strong on TikTok. And you want to get her on a battle league. I know there's a couple of people coming on with new battle leagues. This is a female right here. I'm telling you, she's raw. She's a go-getter. She would kill the game. So God bless you, Queen, and I thank you for coming on the Iccy Show. Is there anything else you would like to bring up?
Nope, that's it. That's all. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for everything you're doing again.
Thank you, Queen. I appreciate that, definitely. And if there's anything I can help you with, inbox me. Let your mom know. Anything, any shows, tickets, anything. Just let me know. Anything I can help promote, I got you.
Okay, will do. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. This is Pretty Jones. Inbox her, request her. I appreciate everyone coming on tonight. Free the jails. Let's go. 2024 is right around the corner. We need more peace and love around the world. So make sure you guys make more peace and love, and let's get it. 2024, more love. Let's get it. Much love and respect. Peace, Queen.